This is your drawing book, and what do you have here?
This is not my drawing, but it's my book, I guess. This is a combination solar panel would be here, and rain gutter for water collection.
Gotcha.
It goes into a bike trailer,
Yeah.
which contains water filtration.
So this could be malleable, or could it have to be hard? Like, could it be like there's those malleable cells?
Yeah. There's definitely more or less expensive and readily available solar panels.
Okay.
So yeah, I would like to see what's available for like weight options if we were going to be doing this.
So how big would this be then?
On a
How long
trailer.
is that?
I'm thinking modular, scalable design. So.
Okay. Whatever.
What do you want to build? Is this going to be
bike.
pulled by a truck, or is this going to be a bike trailer,
Okay.
which is what we were aiming for? Something
A van, a bike, a sailboard, a
something that
submarine.
could still fit in the bike lane when it's folded to its
Yeah.
smallest size.
Okay, great.
So these ones are an idea of pop-up, dual wheel bike trailers. So
Yeah.
you could, a lot of the weight would be on the trailer and not on the bike that's pulling it.
It's pretty square, eh? You probably have some aerodynamics.
Well,
on
there's
it.
lots of different designs. These are just to get the idea of this one is a kitchen trailer.
Oh, okay.
That maybe combines the solar panel with the water collection and filtration with some cooking
Gotcha.
facility for
Electric
camp style.
or gas? What are you cooking with? What
And
gas?
well, I wanted to cook with alcohol just because in theory we could make it ourselves.
Right.
If, you know, you
Yeah.
don't want to be burning petrochemicals and that stuff. So these
Yeah.
are some of Michelle's designs for a trailer that folds up and down.
Okay.
And just really simple ways to make shelter. That was for community space people were thinking about. Renting. Here's some, okay. Equipment for the Ripple Relay bike off the grid thing is bike trailer with water filtration, solar generator, some cooking, which as we were saying would probably be alcohol, I think. Shelter, so just tarps that can fold out into different modular and expandable shelters.
Got it all.
Of course, we'll need the bike tools.
Got it.
And the sound system
Got
is
it.
something that could be run 12 volt, like say
Yeah.
a car stereo,
I already got one.
because
Got one.
then the
Oh, I see.
the electric motor that goes on the bike that pulls the trailer could in theory charge the batteries and run the sound system in your computers and everything. That's just some brainstorming about reindeer stuff we might need. And then this is someone else's idea of everything that you might want on a long distance bike ride, camp trip, save the world demo thing.
So it's like info tent here, eh? Is this what that is?
Yeah, well, it could be all kinds of stuff. This was batteries, tools,
Okay.
cooking stuff, storage, water filtration, dishwash station.
Okay.
And then, okay, this is the one you were asking about. And this was just
Aerodynamic.
started with thinking about profile design and also thinking about possibly
Oh, I
having
see.
a canoe
Yeah.
as a part of this system.
Oh yeah.
No.
Would it just be a cloth basically? Like you can create a membrane and then just.
Lots of different options. The most basic thing I was starting with is a flatbed bike trailer.
Yeah.
It could be single or dual wheel. Still fitting within the bike lane, so I was considering aluminum ladder, an old
Yeah.
aluminum ladder
Yeah.
as the base, and then building off of it with what's called rigid pipe conduit. You can get it in different grades and different weights,
Yeah.
but it would be great for making tent poles. So the idea is a bunch of the pipe conduit is laying flat on the bike trailer, with your cooking and water filtration and stuff is all flat packed there, and then it folds up to make this clothing rack style thing that you can then, this is looking at it from the back,
Okay.
drape a tarp over
Right.
to make the simplest tent structure.
We
Which
could do
okay,
a
if you're
pop-up
gonna-
longhouse on. We could probably
Yeah.
put enough of a pop-up longhouse in the bike trailer.
Yeah.
And we could do multiple
I
pop-ups.
think a pop-up tarp longhouse that if you were going to stay in a place, you could then insulate with natural materials.
Yeah.
Right, collect whatever grasses or boughs or whatever you'd
Or
use
just
to
wear
insulate
enough
it.
clothes. I mean, like really.
Right. And for the most
For
part,
the summertime.
for the most part, tarps and waterproof. And I was thinking
Maybe a clear
rain
panel
gutters.
for let sun in, I guess.
Of course, yeah, that's a great idea.
On one side.
That was the other idea, was a grow trailer we were thinking would be cool. Not for the long distance bike ride, but just as a demo unit to go to
Yeah.
schools and stuff. Is
Done.
something that has seedlings and seed starts, and it's basically
Yeah,
a pop-up
yeah,
greenhouse
yeah,
structure
Done,
with
done,
clear plastic, right?
Done.
To talk about water filtration and growing and all of that.
So that basically is self-contained demonstration, portable demonstration.
Yeah, that was the idea. Bike off the grid
Yeah.
runs with an electric motor on the bike and
Yeah.
possibly electric motors in the trailer.
Okay.
with the best batteries.
So what would you
that we
need?
can afford.
What would you need?
For what?
Take cost out for a sec. What would ideally
okay.
you would have for
one brushless hub motor?
Yeah.
$500 with the motor, the controller.
No,
and
forget
the
about the
throttle.
cost. Just the specs of what you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because take
mean-
cost out of the equation because
Okay.
we need to engineer it right. Money and no
Okay.
object.
Well, it's meant to be modular and scalable. So I
Ideally.
could start with a smaller battery and add more later if I wanted. I could make it a dual wheel trailer so that I can carry everything.
So minimum,
cooking,
let's say
filtered
minimum,
down.
you would want to be comfortable without having to exert extra energy. What would you want it here? Just
Oh, well, it depends what I put here. How much
Okay.
weight? How much load? How far? How is it going up a hill?
okay. Pop-up longhouse. Everything I need for my pop-up longhouse in here. What would you need for here? Because you want to at least not have to upgrade every time. You just do it once.
I think 1,000 watt motor
Okay.
is equivalent to about 1 horsepower,
Okay.
depending on the battery you put to it.
Yeah.
And you yourself pedaling can be equivalent to about 1 horsepower.
Okay.
So now you're looking at a 2 horsepower motor,
Okay. With you on it,
right?
plus your weight.
With your input plus the input of the motor. Now, I
And a
would
charging
like to-
station that's built in through solar.
You could do that. Okay, now one reason, if I put a 1,000 watt motor here,
Yeah.
and I put a couple 500 or 1,000 watt motors in the trailer,
Yeah.
the thing about these brushless hub motors is when you pull the brakes, it's actually a magnetic brake
Right.
that charges the
Generator.
battery.
Okay.
It double charges
Yeah,
the battery,
okay.
and it puts a brake in your trailer.
We want the most
which is for
efficient.
safety.
I mean, cost effective. It's not gonna be $1 million, but we want to be able to engineer it and just get the.
If you're carrying a load like your longhouse,
Yeah.
I think you should try and put some kind of braking system on the trailer too.
Okay.
You shouldn't be relying on your own bike
Right.
to stop all of this
Gotcha.
weight pushing you downhill.
Gotcha.
So putting a couple motors in here, it means you're double charging the power while
Mechanical
you're rolling.
and electrical too. Braking system because you need
It'd be
backup.
cool to put a mechanical system too, but that might be a little more difficult to work out.
All right. You
These
just
ones,
let it
just
go.
by nature of being the brushless motor,
Yeah.
when you pull the brake, which could be a wireless control.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, okay.
You could do a wireless braking system that slows you and double charges, and while you're rolling, going downhill or braking, you'd be charging your battery. Now, if you have 2 motors, you're double charging as
Yeah.
you're rolling anyway, and they don't add that much drag.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool. All right.
yeah.
That's enough. Thank you. This is Michael from Toronto. Say hello to everybody in Salmonland.
Hi, everybody in Salmonland. Can't wait to come. I hope I can ride my bike.